Okay, this is a follow-up video to an earlier video I shot showing the retro brighting process. My first video I was showing that was outside. I was trying to use just natural sunlight to whiten the plastics along with hydrogen peroxide. I've since tried a little bit different method. I think probably works just as well, if not better. Now, of course, this is the piece that I started with, the nose cone piece. Had that in a little plastic container outside in natural sunlight. You can tell very big difference. That looks brand new. These other two pieces, I started with this one on the windowsill, but I moved it to this setup here. This is a grow lamp that I use to germinate my Carolina Reaper seeds. So I've got the light from it shining down now. This is one of the bigger pieces, one of the wing pieces. So I've got that submerged in hydrogen peroxide. This has been in there for probably maybe about 24 hours, and I can already tell a huge difference. This looks brand new. I'm going to leave that in there a little bit longer to get this bright white. I can tell a big difference. I've got just a butter knife set up with the end of it stuck underneath the lamp just to try to hold that down and keep it submerged, because otherwise it tends to kind of want to float. But this is a great setup. If you're planning on restoring one of these and you want to do the retro brighting process, hopefully this will help somebody out. This is a pretty cheap way to do it. Really, the only money that I've spent on this so far is just for the peroxide. I got 4 bottles of it for $3. I've still got 1 bottle left. I still got to do the big pieces, the fuselage and the other wing pieces, and then I'll be done with the retro brighting, and it's going to be a matter of reassembly. The only pieces I'm missing to have this original is one of the cannons and the canopy. I'm hoping that I can get a parts car or a parts vehicle, on eBay for fairly cheap to get the parts I need. I just need that canopy and the guns. Again, I don't want to use reproductions if I can help it. I want to try to use original pieces. I never had this toy as a kid. When I was younger, I just wasn't really into Star Wars. When Star Wars came out, I was like 3 years old. And at that age, I always kind of saw Star Wars as being more for the older kids. I guess I was into other stuff, but as I got older, I really appreciated just how good those films were. I don't know how well that'll show up, but you can see the bubbles from the hydrogen peroxide working their magic. It's going to be a really good setup. That's the pieces I've already done. They look brand new, or about as close to new as something that came out in 1978 is going to look. Very pleased with how well that turned out. These were yellow and dirty when I started with them, just because of the age of the plastic. It had kind of yellowed. This is after retro brighting. Very pleased with the results of that. Look, these look great. This is the piece I was kind of worried about, and I don't know how I'm going to use that bottom fuselage piece. I'm going to have to come up with some way to retro bright that without getting the electronics away, because I don't want to mess those up. I've got them working. I've got a plan that may work, and hopefully if this works out the way I want, I may shoot a video showing that. That's where I'm at so far. I'm just trying to restore the pieces back to their original bright white color, and it's the process I'm using. I've just got just a little plastic container there. It got this submerged in hydrogen peroxide, and I'm using a Fairy Morse grow lamp for the UV lights, and so far it seems to be working really well. I can tell a big difference. That's less than 24 hours since I put that in there, and it looks brand new compared to what it looked like when I put it in there. I can already tell that it is working. So hopefully this will help somebody out if you're thinking about restoring one of these vintage 1978 Kenner Star Wars X-Wings or any other toy that has yellowed. Pretty simple, cheap process, really. Thanks for watching.